right, thank you everybody. We're ready to begin. Now this is obviously a very big week for the club ahead of our games against Preston and Shrewsbury. Very exciting times for us indeed. Now I believe we're going to have a few questions though, which is probably why you journos have showed up. So yeah. Yes, Harry Drinkbottom, Walsall Times. Now, Aussie, your recent poor form has seen you drop out of the automatic promotion places. Is your season falling away from you? Yeah, thanks, mate. Cracking question. No, of course not. Of course not. We're obviously going through a little bit of a rocky patch right now, but every team does during the course of a season. Now, we personally view this game against Preston as the perfect opportunity to start and set things right. Yes, Aussie. Now, Felix and Mecca has been reported as picking up an injury. Can you elaborate on this, please? Yeah, Felix has a twisted ankle, so unfortunately we're expecting to be without him for around about a month. And Aussie, on a positive note, we hear that club captain James Clark has returned to training. Yeah, look, it's great to have James back amongst the group. He has really good leadership capabilities, obviously. We're looking forward to getting him back on the pitch as well in the coming weeks. Hi guys, I'm Aussieville and welcome to Season 2, Episode 7, as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps, managerially of course, and we are at Walsall of course in our second season, and well, today I should say we're playing Preston in a very, very important top of the table clash in League One, and we're also going to play our local rivals, our fierce rivals, Shrewsbury, or Whoosbury, am I right? In the league as well, but I mean, as you've just seen, it's not completely gone to plan since last episode. Our form has been next to horrid. And we've also lost Felix and Mecca, one of our young stars, to a twisted ankle. You can see they're expecting him 3 to 5 weeks. He's only just been injured. So it's about a month, I'd say, we could justifiably expect to see him back. So that's a bit of a shame. He's a very good player so he should be a very good player for us. He's maybe not quite lived up to expectations, but he's got, 5 goals from 18 starts, averaging over 7. So he's not been a complete disgrace either. So that is the bad news on the injury front. The good news on the injury front is that Captain James Clark is back from his injury because he had a damaged cruciate ligament. His contract's up at the end of this year. We're not going to be renewing him. He's 31. He's on $2,500 a week, and obviously we need to lower that wage bill to get rid of the transfer embargo. So this will be his last season with us. But he's going to be a good player to have back. He's got good leadership, and he'll be a very useful player to have back in the starting 11 if we need to do it this season. Now, we do have to catch up on what's happened since last episode. Like I say, it's not been fantastic. So let's just get to it, get the torture over with, starting with Doncaster Rovers. So we could maybe justify this one as an away point. We were the better team, I think, but I don't think we did enough to win it. You can see neither team particularly created good chances. 10 shots, only 2 on target for us. We didn't do enough to win, and we didn't, so we can't really complain. Next up, we played Blackpool. We went down to a goal in the 70th minute. So we were really poor again in this one. Denny Hilton got himself sent off in stoppage time, which just might be his last act as a Walsall player. I have not got anything out of him. I think he's got 1, maybe 2 goals all season. It hasn't worked as a plan. His contract's up in this year. It was only ever going to be a 1-year deal unless he was absolutely amazing for us. So yeah, that is what it is. And drop points, unfortunately. Silly drop points as well at home. The next up, it is Plymouth, this time in the leasing.com trophy thing. I think we're into the quarterfinals of the Southern Section Northern Conference. Kinsella gave us an early lead and then put us 2 up with 20 to play. Plymouth pulled one back quickly and then drew level late on when we couldn't clear the ball to send us to penalties, but we won the shootout 6-5. So I thought this was going to be the turning point for us. At 2 penalties from Kinsella, we were 2-0 up, and then we absolutely fell to pieces after that. They got back level. We ended up winning the shootout, and we looked quite good with the penalties. And penalties were the only way we scored. So maybe the 2 goals were a little bit misleading there. You can see though some of these match ratings weren't fantastic. In our defence, this isn't the first team. This is as I always do in this competition. Just play the rotated team. Give some players minutes who need it. And we played with wingers. And yeah, I mean, you'd argue it didn't particularly work for us. Next up, it is Gillingham back in the league. We took an early lead through Alfie Bates. Mitch Clark crossed for Cockrell Mollett to put us 2 up at the break. Gillingham pulled one back after half-time. But Clark crossed for Mitchell Candlin to restore our lead. And Candlin secured the point with his second goal late on. Oh, how I wish we could play Gillingham every week. Believe me, I was. Can we play you every week? Pretty much the entire way through this game. We have the better of them. We can beat them comfortably. Alfie Bates with a goal, Cockerell Mollett with another one, and Candlin with a double as well. We dominated this game. It was a really good performance from us for once. And yeah, we deserved to win it, and we did, and we won it well. The final game to catch you up on is against Burton Albion. It is unbelievable we did not win this game. 29 shots to 3, 10 on target to 2. And it's the sort of game where you half expected them to get one at the end and we lose it. But yeah, we deserved to win the game. It's unbelievable that we didn't. Maybe finishing was the issue. Again, we had to rotate ahead of this one. We've got a little bit of a heavy schedule, and obviously the Preston game. I did want to make sure that we had a strong team for that one. And we should have won this game. There's no way around it. We should have won this game and we didn't. And it's, again, silly drop points. So you can see form is becoming a little bit of a problem here for us. If we look at the league table, we have dropped out of the automatic promotion places. Only a point behind Portsmouth. So it's not the worst. We would have to do something horribly wrong to find ourselves not at least in the playoffs this season. And yeah, this game against Preston now is a big one. You can see we've got a semi-final southern section against Portsmouth in the leasing.com trophy thing. Again, we're not taking it particularly seriously, so we will be resting. Oh, it's a quarterfinal. There's so many bloody things in this competition. It's a semi-final in this. Semi-final in the southern section, but a quarterfinal overall. So we're 2 games from Wembley, basically. And we're going to have to play Arsenal 23s, who we've already beaten in the competition, so that's a promising sign. But anyway, let's go and have a look at what we're up against here against Preston, who are top of the league. They did beat us, I think it was 3-2 when we played them earlier on this year. Mark Hughes is their manager, which is maybe surprising. He's decent enough, isn't he, old Mark Hughes? They're an adventurous standard playing style. If you have a quick look at what we're expecting here, we're expecting the 4-4-2. Positional heat map, we can see it there again, maybe a little bit narrow. Can we get down the outsides of them? Passing network is there, their key passes as well. This is, of course, their narrow win over Bradford City. And let's have a look at what we're up against, or what we're sending out, I should say. And it's Liam Roberts in goal. It's Jules and Corey Roberts at the back. It's Mitch Clark down the right, Cockerell Mollett down the left. Shaughnessy is the halfback with Rame, Redmond and Bates. That's a fantastic midfield trio for us, the RRB, I guess we could call it. And it's Candlin and Lavery back together up top. We need goals, we need a good performance, let's hope we get it. So everybody is playing as expected, which is always nice. They've got Scott Sinclair. Well, there you go. Sorry, just random brainwave there from me. Okay, encourage the team, promotion places. If we win, results go our way. Nothing to lose here, boys. Show them what we're capable of. A little bit of a return to our form previously, now that we're back on YouTube. That would be nice, please, boys. And yeah, let's see what we can do. It's been really, really frustrating. The Burton game was worse because we played well and still didn't get the results. But otherwise, we haven't particularly, with Gillingham aside, we haven't particularly played well, and we haven't got what we deserve. You know, we got what we deserved, arguably. Here we go with Cockerell Mollett. Can we get our free scoring left back? He's got forward there for Mitch Clark. Can he pull it back? He goes himself. It's there. It's bouncing around in the area, and it's cleared into touch. Unlucky there, perhaps. I think this is one of these games in our current form that I would be accepting of a point, but we've got a promising start here. Cockerell Mollett into the penalty area again. Can Candlin get onto that? No, he cannot. And ball comes forward. Now we're going to find ourselves. No, Jules has done really well there to keep possession for us. Cockerell Mollett round the corner there for Rame to Redmond. Redmond brings it forward. Redmond still going. Denny Redmond. Oh, that would have been a stunning, stunning goal. Unlucky for Denny Redmond. We do need, I think, somebody too to play up front with Candlin. Candlin's getting some goals as he almost scores on cue there. Lavery is still finding his feet after injury, and nobody else is scoring consistently for us. Sinclair brings cross in. Redmond has it at the edge of the area. Can we get them on the break here? Go on, Denny Redmond. He's on his left foot as well, which will be beneficial. No, he's on his right foot. Learn your left and right, Aussie villain. Here we go with Colin Lavery. Lavery, oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty, and Colin Lavery, I don't know if we want him to take it. Pause. Change player. I don't... Do we want him to take it? Do we want him to take it? Sure, go on, mate. Spoil yourself. I think I saw during a shootout that we actually have, 2 players there listed to take it. No, we want Rame to take it, don't we? Penalty and... We want Rame. Alright, let's do that. Is it going to be Rame? No, it looks like it's Colin Lavery. All right, come on, Lavery, mate. Stick it away for us. No, it is Rame. Rame! Oh, why did I change it? Why did I change it? Unbelievable. What an idiot. What an idiot. Let's just get rid of that now. And, should have let Lavery take it. Heathered away. And is that just a sign of the way our season is going here for us? Yeah, I usually just let the sort of the best taker on the field take it, but I don't know. I don't remember putting Lavery and Kinsella on penalties, so I have to check if I have backroom staff doing something along those lines. But that's a big opportunity missed, isn't it? And what we don't want to do now is go and find ourselves behind and off the crossbar. Mitch Clark clears it away. And that's a little bit of luck for us. And I think we've earned that luck from the sort of the start of our game here. We've played really well. Demand a bit more, boys. Come on. Let's go and take this lead before half time, shall we? Come on. Here we go. Another corner. Redmond to knock it in. Derby County's taking the lead against Tranmere. Headed away. Rafferty brings it out. And are we going to find ourselves in a little bit of trouble here? They've got 3 on 2. Not the best pass forward, but Maguire still has it. Still brings it forward. He's gone past 2 and Liam Roberts, not for the first time this season, with a big save, and Mitch Clark completes the clearance. Come on, boys. Come on. They're coming back into this, aren't they? Late in the half. It's last throws of the stoppage time in the first half. Cross comes in, gathered away. Boys! Oh, Jesus. Remy. Candlin challenges, but can't win the ball for us. Crossfield pass. That's a nice little first-time ball. Another massive save from Liam Roberts. Lavery gets it clear, and we are under big pressure here late in the first half, and we see it out. All right, what do we say to that? Appreciate their efforts. Unlucky, boys. Unlucky, boys. Unlucky. We've got a motivated Candlin who's not playing particularly well. We've got a Lavery that's not particularly playing well. We've got a Rame. You're fine, mate. I shouldn't have put you on that penalty. I apologise. See if we can get a little bit more out of the players here that aren't playing particularly well. Corey Roberts only playing a 6'5" isn't great. I tell you what, Liam Roberts has been an absolute star though, hasn't he? And we'll get a little bit of passion going into the rest of the midfield. And hopefully, we'll see a good second half performance here. The only thing missing from that was a goal, really, wasn't it? We were quite good. A little bit ropey at the back on occasion. Here we go. Brown, that's a red card, ref. No, just to calm down. Here we go. Who's over this? It's Rame. Rame. He bent it in. Oh! Killing Rame! He may not be able to score from 12 yards, but he certainly can from, what was that, 30 almost. A penalty's just too easy for him. That's the problem, isn't it? Killing Rame. What a free kick that is. We do go 1-0 up against Preston. It's a stunning free kick from our French midfielder. And there we go. Is that us back underway now? Cockrell Mollett's taking a little bit of a knock there, has he? They're focusing their play down the wings. We might need to look to defend with more width. There's a ball for Lavery. Cole is offside. Oh, unlucky for Cole and Lavery. If they're playing wing play, let's defend with more width. His bruised ankle for Cockrell Mollett. He should be okay. Oh, it's Candlin. It's fractional, isn't it? It's probably just offside, to be fair. Let's give it a demand more here, shall we? Cockrell Mollett is absolutely knackered, isn't he? We won't leave him out there like that on one leg. Let's get Matty Folds out there. And what else do we want to do here? We've just got to see it out, don't we? We've looked really good. This has definitely been a return to form. Not too many goals, which is maybe a little bit disappointing. But we've looked okay. This has been a much better performance. Look, I mean, this is top of the league. We're doing this too. We've absolutely played them off the park. I don't want to change too much. I think we do just want to start slowing it down, though. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces, please, boys. And here we go. Redmond over a free kick. Can we wrap it up? It's decent. It's there. Keeper makes the save, and the second time as well. No, we've already done that, dumbass. You want to go defensive. Come on. Concentrate, boys. Concentrate. This could be a massive 3 points in the season. Yes, it is. Absolutely huge result. Killen Rame misses a penalty. and then smashes one in from 30 yards to make up for it, and a really good team performance. Liam Roberts, let's not forget him, made a few stunning saves. Really special, lads. Nobody expected that, least of all me on recent form. So Walsall move into promotion contention, back in the top 2, I believe. I didn't see us drop back down. Well done, Rame. He's really happy with him. He's been such a good signing for us. Yeah, and we signed him out of nowhere. Just a random scout find in amateur French football. And look at that, 7.32 he's been playing in League One. Not bad for an amateur, you'd have to say. But anyway, that is that for the first game here. Portsmouth, I think they drew, did they? Yeah, Portsmouth drew at home to Shrewsbury. So our local rivals have done us a favour there. We're playing them next. Let's see if they can do us a big favour and go and lose to us now. Okay, welcome back. We are off to Shrewsbury in the local derby. We are the favourites for this one. We beat them earlier on this season. And if we have a look at the other games, actually, for those around us, Preston is hosting Bristol Rovers. Now, Bristol Rovers are 6th, so that's a big game. And Portsmouth, they're away to Lincoln City. Lincoln City are 4th, so it's 4th hosting 3rd in the other games. So, given that Shrewsbury are struggling down here just above the relegation zone, this would be possibly a big opportunity for us to go back top of the division, which would be absolutely huge. But we can't take anything for granted, even though we are favourites. Paul Hurst is their manager. We can see him there. A decent enough manager as well. They are a balanced, standard playing style. We're expecting them to come out in this sort of a formation. We can see here from their 0-0 with Portsmouth, of course, doing us a favour last time out. There's their positional heat map. There is their passing network and their key passes as well, or 2 of them. And let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. It's more or less the same team, a couple of tied players, so we've made a few changes to replace them. So it's Liam Roberts in goal. It's Jules and Corey Roberts continuing at the back. Clark and Mollett continue down the wings. Kinsella comes in to play the halfback role in place of Shaughnessy, who needs a rest. It's the RRB. It's Redmond, Rame, and Bates in midfield. It's Candlin with Adebayo coming in to replace Mitch Candlin, who's a little bit tired. To replace Lavery, who's a little bit tired. So let's hope these two can strike up a nice little partnership and score some goals. You may notice Rogerson is not on the bench for this one. I stupidly played him in a youth game, trying to get him some match sharpness. So we're going to have to go with the third choice on the bench. So let's hope Liam Roberts doesn't get an injury. So everybody's playing as expected, which is good. What do we want to say here? Should try and encourage the team. Do we just want to say go out there and impress me? Go out there and enjoy yourselves? Enjoy yourselves, boys. Just enjoy it. I'm wondering if we are getting towards a point of the season now where players are getting a little bit nervous. And here we go. Yeah, I mean, we are not where we expected to be, certainly on the preseason predictions at this point of the year. So it might be a little bit of nervousness sneaking in. January transfer window is still open. It's getting to the point where it's going to close. Obviously, I think we're at the 30th of January. What I'm looking to do is get rid of some players that are perhaps on higher wages that we're not particularly using, and mostly players that are up at the end of the year. So, for instance, now that we've got Clark back, Lloyd Jones becomes dispensable, so we're trying to get him out. We also have Denny Hilton, who we're trying to release from get out just to get his wages off. I don't care about a transfer fee. And there's 1 or 2 others as well that I can't think of just now. So we were exploiting the middle. I don't think I like that. Let's go back to the wings. So I'm hoping to try and get rid of the transfer embargo ready for the summer. So if it gets to the point, I might just start releasing players sort of at the end of April once, when their contracts are basically up anyway. That wasn't particularly great though, was it? We're not pleased with that, boys. Let's fire up a little bit in this second half. We'll tell Bates to fire down a little bit. We don't need you getting another second yellow there, mate. And let's go and hopefully put on a bit of an improved performance in this second half. We've got the big win against Preston. What we don't want to do now is let all that good work go by doing something silly like dropping points to Shrewsbury. Do we have a highlight in us, boys? Rame's having a poor game after being wonderful last time out. So let's get him off for Boateng. Adebayo at the front is not looking particularly good. All right, let's get Perry Moss on. Let's switch him and Candlin around. Let's get Candlin going as a pressing forward and see if that works for us. Do we have anything, boys? Something. Give me something. There's absolutely nothing happening, is there? Let's try passing into space. Let's try working the ball into the box. Anything, boys. A sign of life. Do you have nothing for me? All right, high line, get stuck in. Go and... no, we don't need to do that. Go and win this ball back and... I don't know, go more direct perhaps? Something. All right, it's a highlight. It's a highlight. Shrewsbury with the goal kick. Can we win that, please, boys? We can't. We do pick up the second ball, though. Here we go with Denny Redmond. He goes early to nobody, and are we going to find ourselves... Preston is drawing Bristol Rovers. What we don't want to do, of course, is lose this game. Ball over the top. We're in a little bit of trouble here as their fullback gets forward, pulls it back. And, well, we were brilliant against Preston. And this is a little bit of a return to form to what we've seen in recent times. A return to form in that we're terrible again. We've been completely caught out at the back. And it's all very, very soft. All the way down to Liam Roberts, who's been brilliant for us in goal. Just having a little bit of a whiff at one there. Is that the high line that I've stupidly stuck in there, maybe catching us out? And there it is. We've lost to Shrewsbury. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Walsall fall to late defeat, and that is just unbelievably disappointing. Unbelievably disappointing. I'm not in the mood. Sack your agent, mate. I'm not in the mood to give you a contract now, even though you've been brilliant for us all year. Did he sack his agent? There you go. That's the sort of pull I have around this place. But there we go. I mean, if there's any sort of silver lining, it's that Lincoln City beat Portsmouth, so we are still in the promotion places, but Lincoln's now just 3 points back from us, which is problematic. Yeah, Preston drew, I think. Where's the Preston? Who were they playing? They were at home, weren't they? Preston, yeah, so they drew with Bristol Rovers, but that's a stupid, stupid loss. But there we go. It's happened now, hasn't it? Guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, certainly the first game was decent. Second game, not so much. Make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We've got a few big games coming up. Obviously, the Portsmouth game we don't care about, but Lincoln at home, who are 4th. Hull away, who are 9th. Coventry away, who are 22nd, or they could beat us. And then what I think we'll do is we'll come back for Bristol Rovers, who are 6th, and Derby, who are 7th. So we've got a really, really big February coming up here. If we can get out of February still in that top 2, then you just about say we're going to be favourites to go up, I would imagine. But this recent form has got to change, hasn't it? Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I've been Aussie Villain. I'll see you next time. Take care.